Hey guys, so welcome back to another Pokemon video here. So today we're gonna be testing the same, which is a Tapu Fini Charizard core with an Obstagoon in the back. So Obstagoon, it's a really nice Pokemon. It's like a surprise package in this Ultra League. Hopping onto the first, Tapu Fini versus a Greninja. I mean, all are resisted, but we have to watch for the Moonblast. So they swap out instantly into a Virizion. So this Virizion might have access to Stone Edge, which I'll go ahead and respect it because it took 5 what double kicks out there as a fast move. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna commit to the farm down, but it's gonna get to another Stone Age in time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw double Dragon Claw here to take this Virizion out, or we completely farm down, which is we have a lot of energy now in the back end, and I'm gonna go for the Blastman straight away. To even though it's resisted, it's gonna do a lot of damage. So we get the first shield, which is okay. I'm gonna let down the Charizard. Charizard has done his job. Virizion is gone out of the matchup because it does really well against my Tapu Fini and Obstagoon. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the Tapu Fini once again to soak all the energy from the Greninja. And I'm going to be going straight away for the Moonblast here. I never bait usually. I bait only in situations where it's just needed. But in this situation, I'm going to just go for the Moonblast because Greninja, I'm going to just take it down if it doesn't shield. Beautiful. Greninja goes down. Boom. And in the back, it's a Skeletor Ridge. And this Skeletor Ridge does not have what it takes to take down my Obstagoon because Night Slash is something that they need to be threatened about. Disarming wise, still, if I know it's super effective damage, but Tapu Fini is still very healthy and it can just take down the Skeletor Edge out of the sight here. So first game, really good game. I think this is a complete set which is I put here. So this team really put in on some work for me today. So Disarming Voice is going to take down the Obstagoon, but Tapu Fini is going to just come down and just go for the Surf, which is beautiful. Skeletor Edge, really nice Pokemon. I don't have one, so do try it if you have access to it, which is good. And try with this team instead of Obstagoon, you use Skeletor Edge. It can be really good. So hopping on to the next one in the next battle. So we have... so sometimes what happens is we get completely hard countered, right? But it's about how you come out of the situations. So we have second battle coming up. We have Tapu Fini on the lead versus the Swampert. Swampert, okay, ideal matchup. They're gonna swap into the Curselia. I'm gonna come in straight away with my Charizard. And if this has Future Sight, it's gonna be a lot of trouble for me because it's gonna do well. But it's a Moonblast one. It's okay. We can tank another couple of Moonblasts and go for the Blast Burn straight away in order to take this Curselia low. Look at the Blast Burn damage. Charizard with Blast Burn and landing the Blast Burn is something which is so satisfying, right? So I'm going to just let it go and I'm going to shoot another Blast Burn onto the face of the Curselia. Just loading up a little more because I want to have Dragon Claw for the Swampert. Just a chip damage is appreciable at any point of the game. Okay, so in the back it's another Skeletor Edge. So okay, so what I'm going to do here is, it's an interesting situation for me. I'm going to come in straight with the Tapu Fini here. Swampert needs to throw energy in order to get rid of my Tapu Fini because fast moves and nothing can do. Moonblast is going to go. They're going to get the first shield of the game. And I'm going to look to go for double surf here. And I'm going to shield, or yes, I'm going to shield the Hydro Cannon shield bait, which is not good for me. And now I'm forced to shield the Earthquake because Tapu Fini does really good against the Skeletor Age, so I would like to keep it healthy. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go for double Surf, and we'll see what's going to happen. Surf is going to come through, and we're going to get the final shield of the game. I'm going to swap straight away into the Obstagoon here. Swampert needs to bail out instantly because if I have energy with my Obstagoon, it can sweep the Skeletor Age. So Swampert just throw a Hydro Cannon and bails out instantly. So what I'm going to do here is, I know Tapu Fini is my win con, and even though if they have a Disarming Voice, they can't completely farm me down because my Obstagoon is thick, it's perfect PvP IVs, and now the Skeletor Age is going to go down, and even Swampert as well, it cannot farm me down from this range. They need to throw their energy or else I'm going to just counter them all the way through and get to a Night Slash. So Hydro Cannon is going to take me out, but Tapu Fini is still very healthy for me and also has a Surf ready to go, which is beautiful. We put them in a really tough situation. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Bailed instantly into the Cursalia, but Cursalia didn't had enough to take a Charizard down, right? So second game is done. Hopping on to the third battle. So this is a really good team. As I told you, just try it out. Tapu Fini Charizard core is something which is really strong. Even Tapu Fini Steelix core as well. So again, another Swampert lead. Swampert leads are quite neutral because if they have Sludge Wave, you never know, right? So I'm gonna go straight away for the Moonblast. And I don't know, there was some lags in the morning today, so that's the reason why I couldn't tap the bubble straight away. Or else it would have been landed for more super effective, or in the sense might have took the Swampert down because that's a lot of neutral damage. So I go ahead and respect the Earthquake. So my hope here, might be a Charizard in the back, or something which is weak to Tapu Fini, like you saw a Skeletor. That's the reason, and there's a Tapu Fini. So what I'm gonna do here is, I usually don't bait as I told you, so I'm gonna go instantly for the Moonblast. They go ahead and respect it. Now, there's a very critical situation. The thing why is, I just let it go, but they go for a Surf, which lets me get to another Moonblast with a HP and a Dream, which is beautiful. And now this Moonblast is gonna just take this Tapu Fini too low, and I'm gonna come in with my Obstagoon, or let's say Charizard. Okay, we can farm it down, right? I'm gonna come in with the Obstagoon. All I need to do is I need to shield the Moonblast perfectly, and which we succeed in doing it. So Tapu Fini has nowhere to hide, and in the back it's a Charizard. And I was thinking to go for a Hyper Beam there, but I don't want to get caught because they have a shield. But I regret, I should have gone for the Hyper Beam there. So Night Slash is now going to come through and almost gets this Charizard too low. Where at all, if I come in a mirror fight also, I could get a lot of energy at the same time. But Obstagoon still hangs on. Obstagoon, that's what I told you, it's pretty thick. And just you need to watch out for Virizions, Cobalions. So in the mirror fight, I think there's nothing more that they can do in this situation. A Blast Burn and even a Dragon Claw is just not enough to take me out. They swap into the Tapu Fini, but it's nothing. So I'm going to get to the Dragon Claw in time, and I'm going to close this game. So really, my opponent was in a very tough situation. Tapu Fini just put in all the work for me. So hopping on to the fourth battle, we have, let's look at it. So that's what I've been telling you. And don't forget, there is Go Battle weekend this Saturday and Sunday, which is really good. You can do 100 battles per day. So they swap into the Virizion, onto the Charizard lead. I'm going to be corresponding with my Charizard itself. I respected that they're going to have Stone Edge, but they have Leaf Blade. Okay, so they have Leaf Blade and Sacred Sword here. So pretty interesting there. So they're going for the Leaf Blade. So it's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just commit to the farm down and have a ton of energy on my Charizard. Charizard with energy is something that you should fear in this any league. For example, Great or Ultra or Master. Charizard is just a hard-hitting Pokemon, and it doesn't back out. There's a Greninja. Doesn't matter. Double Blast Burn. If they just decide to let it go, it's gonna just KO the Greninja. Even though it's water typing, you cannot just outpass, right? So I'm gonna go for another Blast Burn, and they cannot completely farm me down because I get to another Dragon Claw in time. So if it forces another shield, Charizard has done more than enough, right? It got the Virizion out, it got the Greninja low, it also got 2 shields, which is nice. So I can come in with my Tapu Fini now to soak all the energy from the Greninja, Night Slash, Hydro Cannon, everything is resisted. And I can completely farm down and have a Moonblast ready to go for the back end, or even back-to-back Surfs ready to go for the back end. So this is something which is really, you need to work about. But Greninja too, Water Gun is resisted. It's doing a lot of damage. Even though it's resisted, Greninja is just a glass cannon. It hits like a truck, and in the back it's a Charizard. That's what I told you. You're gonna have Charizard, or let's say it's like an OG flyer, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for another Surf. So this Charizard just couldn't do anything. So Charizard just goes down. I'm gonna come in with my Obstagoon and just counter down this Greninja. Pretty free flowing team, just goes through the meta. The reason why I paired with Obstagoon is the dog type Pokemon does really well. Like example, like an Alolan Muck. So I need to have something like neutral matchup, like an Obstagoon does really well against it. So hopping on to the last one, I believe. So Mirror Lead. Okay. So this is really good. Shiny is pretty good with Tapu Fini, right? I do have, but I don't have a good PvP IVs, or uh, I already had one, so that's the reason why. So they go for the Moonblast. Even I go for the Moonblast. Let us see, do they respect it? Okay. Okay, they don't respect it, and the Moonblast lands. Oh no. This is such a tough battle for them. They are desperate to get to another Moonblast in time, but they got farmed down. Oh no. They get farmed down. Opponent is in a really tough situation, and they bring in a Swampert. I mean, come on, there's not a lot more that they can do right now, right? So they get a shield. I go for another surf. It's gonna get this Swampert very low, absolutely, and they're gonna throw the Earthquake. It's fine by me. I'm gonna come in with my Obstagoon and completely farm down the Swampert. Okay, they throw the Earthquake, which is fine. 2, 3 counters. Hydro Cannon is something which is completely neutral, and Obstagoon is quite thick. It can handle another Hydro Cannon as well, but all I want to do is I want to have a good health on my Obstagoon for whatever is in the back, because if it's like a Giratina Alter, I seriously need my Obstagoon with pretty much health. It's a Charizard. We go for the Hyper Beam. I'm not messing around here. We are booming today. Ah, that is so satisfying. And Charizard is gonna just come in and wing attack down the mirror match. Obstagoon. Wow, that Hyper Beam was something beautiful. Finally, we land one Hyper Beam onto the face of the Charizard, which is so satisfying to see. So we won with 5-0, which is absolutely something very satisfying to have. Or when you do these sets in the morning. We even got a Meditite, and yes, that's beautiful. So really good, and climbing up some Elos as well. So do try this team, and I'm gonna just see you in the next video, and do support us.